again guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you are new here, this is a channel all about reselling online. Usually I head out to yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, rummage sales, and I find cool things dirt cheap to flip online for a profit. Today's video is a little bit different since this is a haul. Hopefully you caught part one. If not, I'll link it right here and down in the description. This was a private pick of sorts. Essentially, this is a person I have bought from multiple times in bulk, especially like yard sale leftovers. This time they actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to come pick through everything before they held the yard sale, and it just happened to be the week I was on vacation. Such is life, but they were very gracious and they held on to all of the leftovers so that I could come the next week and pick through them and see if there's anything else I still wanted to purchase, which there was. So I ended up spending about $200 at this yard sale, and her yard sales are fantastic because she is a collector, and I mean a collector. She has all kinds of wonderful quirky collectibles, and I have had both the best time. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive in. I spent, if I didn't mention already, $200 total on this lot here, and I got about 3 totes or so full of items. I'm going to go really quickly because there's so many, and I probably won't show every single item, but I will definitely hit all the highlights. All right, first item we have here is a collectible like I mentioned. So this is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the Hitchhiker, new in box, and there is a slight bit of damage to the box down here that I'll have to disclose. That'll probably drop his value to around $75 or so. Next we have this mini backpack, and this is the newer Wednesday Addams, like the Netflix series. So this is like the Nevermore satchel. Does not look like she has ever used it. It is in pristine condition. Brand new. This is selling for around $70 or so. This was a Hot Topic exclusive. Hopefully for pre-owned I'll be able to get around 40 to 45. Spooky season is a-coming. Next item is very interesting and exciting. So this is a very rare piece, believe it or not. So it's like a windbreaker jacket. Here is the print. This is actually a Radiohead piece, and I think it's from 2000 and either 9 or 19, I can't remember. This is what it looks like inside. This is an extra small. So there is almost no information about this online. There are 2 listed that I could find in the entire internet. One on Etsy, one on eBay. The eBay one is listed for $500, and the Etsy one is listed for $240. Absolutely no sold. Really tough to ballpark this one. But hopefully, fingers crossed, with it being a rare piece, and I have sold a lot of Radiohead items like collectibles from her before, and they've done fantastic. So I am optimistic that this is going to be a really great piece and help me make all that money back that I spent. All right, super cute vintage Walt Disney World sweatshirt. Absolutely love this. Probably going to keep it because it has the goof on it, and he's my favorite. Next we have just a little tote bag. This is just a Coraline. She is still popular, I believe, so that will sell. Next we have a Emily Strange hooded jacket. Emily Strange still does really well for me. It has the gloves attached still as well. Has the big embroidery on the back, and then I guess we have some cat ears going on up here. Should be a really good piece. Now she did have all kinds of shoes there that were like Emily Strange and a bunch of different kind of I suppose you could say like gothic alternative kind of brands. They were fantastic. Unfortunately, they were just too worn to sell. I would try almost anything when it comes to Emily Strange, but these were just really too far gone, and it was such a shame. But yes, great brand. If you find the plush, the clothing, anything like that, Emily Strange, you should always grab it. Okay, next we have a little set, like a Halloween set. So we have the little athletic shorts, and then we have the athletic jacket that goes with it. And she told me that this is actually from the Goosebumps movie, the first one. So this will go up as a Halloween costume. All right, we just have a Joy Division graphic t-shirt. Have a little Disney World pin, new on its backing. May sell this, may just put this in my collection. Have a Steven Universe hooded sweatshirt. Steven Universe is another one that does really well overall, at least in my experience, especially the plush toys. Okay, I have just a Nintendo Switch case here, but it has like all the gaming cartridge cases. It has headphones, all the wires, all that kind of things. Probably just sell that as a little lot. Again, when it's kind of like a buyout situation, if there's anything at all that feels like it's going to make profit, I almost always just kind of plonk it in and see where we go. Oh, I just realized this was broken. Such a shame. Oh well, this is a tote bag for Breyer horses. I'll still look and see if this is worth anything. But if not, I guess it'll just be a redonation. I didn't realize it was broken. Don't have a clue what this is. Skippy John Jones. I don't know what this is, but I just again threw it in mostly because I didn't know, and I figured we'll work it out and see if it's worth anything. We've got a Lala Loopsy little mini backpack as well. This Monster High, Bratz, those kind of things actually still sell, both children and adults out there that quite like to rock those. All right, and then we have another bag, which is by the brand The Clever Kitsch something. I'm not familiar. Maybe like a little boutique brand. I'm not sure. But it's a tote bag and it kind of looks like newspaper but with bugs all over it. And it's got, I guess it's like a bat shape. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. Someone out there's gonna love that. All right, let me grab the next one. Whew. All right. First pair of boots we have are these amazing kind of like gothic boots, I suppose you could say. I'll say goth, punk, alternative. And they are by the brand Killstar. Really, really strong alternative brand. They look in fantastic condition. I can't believe that she was only asking $5 for them. Overall, just a really cool pair. Got another pair of these kind of alternative shoes. The brand I'm not familiar with, it is Cooperative. That might be the one that's like Urban Outfitters, but they got that almost kind of Doc Marten look to them. They're in really, really nice shape. I'm going to go ahead and remove this price tag while I'm thinking of it so it doesn't leave any kind of a residue. But yes, they'll go again, just kind of like spooky season, these and fall and stuff like that. This is a really strong brand as well overall. So the brand is Tuck TUK. Again, it's got this kind of, what do you call these? Creepers? Is that what you call them? Anyway, it's a really cool like alternative style as well. I've sold multiple pairs of shoes in that style before and from that brand. We have an OG Juicy Couture bag. This is a blast from the past. I need to go over it still. It has all the extra bits hanging on it still as well. I need to go over it obviously and see if we have any signs of wear that I have missed. Mostly all I can see is kind of like a bit of dust and cobwebs going on, a little bit of creasing and stuff. Overall seems to be okay, but I know the 2000s are coming back, Lord help us all, and this is a brand that some people have been collecting again. Okay, we got a vintage 1984 Indiana Jones lunchbox with the thermos as well, Temple of Doom. Obviously the new movie came out this year, so this might be a decent time to go ahead and list that. We have a Shelly May of the Duffy Bear variety, kind of like a plush pillow. Disney Parks, I believe. Yes, Disney Parks. This needs some love, but I thought I'd see if I could give it a bit of a clean up. So it is just a Loungefly wallet. At first I thought it was Mary Poppins, but I think it is the Tightrope Walker from the Haunted Mansion. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can give it a little clean up and rescue it. If not, no big deal. Okay, little crossbody bag. Don't know who this is. I will do a reverse Google image search. Same with this guy. Don't know who this is, but the brand is, I think, Ben Presto, which again, I've sold tons of. So I'll just Google image search him and see who he is, and then I can go from there. Pair of Stony Clover, except there's the collaboration with Target, just like slip-on sandals. These do not do fantastic if they were like Stony Clover proper, although they don't do sandals, I don't think. But if they were Stony Clover proper, they'd be worth all kinds of money. But these may just be something that I clean up and keep for me, just like for the pool. All right, and another pair of shoes. We have the Disney collaboration with Keds. Again, I sell quite a lot of these. I don't do a lot of Keds in general, but the Disney collabs I have sold multiple times. These just cute little stripy Mickey ones. All right, now we're into some clothing items, and then we're down to pretty much plush, and I'll just go real quick through that because there is so much. So we have a Nightmare Before Christmas. I believe this is a Hot Topic one where it's just like a open front cardigan, kind of have that like Nordic Fair Isle look to it. We have a Monsters University satchel. We have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 Chop Top tote bag. Actually, you'd be surprised. I sold one last time from her that was just the thing with Kurt Russell on it. No branding or anything, and that sold for like $45. So these are always a good find in my experience. We have a vintage, very vintage cachet, little kind of like velvet crop top. I think that's actually really cool. This little bag that I don't know what he is, but he does have like a little symbol on his zipper, so I'm going to do some investigation. Vintage Neopets t-shirt. Some kind of costume dress thing. I'm not sure exactly what this is from, but again, Google Lens is my friend. I've got a vintage Lady Volunteers t-shirt. Again, that's not going to fetch very much, but I just kind of threw it in the pile. We have just like a Hot Topic tank top with all the safety pin detail. Those things are very bread and butter for me. This is always a great brand to pick up if you find it. It is Widow, and it's just like a little, almost like a Wednesday Addams style dress. One Grinch Christmas sweater. We have a few of these. I've sold a lot of these from her as well, where they have like the tails attached and then they have the hoods, and I can't always tell. This is a lot of these are like smaller independent shops that she buys from, so it takes a second for me to figure out what and who they are, but once I have, they're pretty good to list, and they usually go for around 40 to 50. A lot of the time it's just waiting for like the right buyer, if you know what I mean. Okay, so this appears to be vintage as well, made in Vietnam. Just a Levi's red sweatshirt. Another piece that I think is vintage, just like an orange, burnt orange cardigan with this really cool, I guess, a sailboat embroidered on it. Just thought that was kind of neat. All right, Hell Bunny, that is another alternative brand you want to look out for. This is just a little red cardigan, but it has like the sailor style collar to it. Another Steven Universe t-shirt. We have some Hot Topic bright pink like cargo pants. Is this Rocky and Bullwinkle? I'm not sure, but just another graphic t-shirt. Speaking of, there's a little handmade like skirt of them as well, so I just kind of threw that in too. A vintage Tower of Terror, Hollywood Tower of Terror, Walt Disney World t-shirt. A very cool, from the 90s, it is kid size I have to say, but vintage, you know when they did the birthday cake on top of the castle that everyone still talks about at Disney World? Yes, this is the graphic t-shirt from that time. Love it. A vintage Eeyore t-shirt. Sailor Saturn. I remember this cartoon from Nickelodeon, but I can't remember right now what it was called, but this guy. We have another pair of Hot Topic pants with the suspenders attached. Red plaid, and I actually already have a couple of them from her from last time, so I'll just go ahead and up my multi-quantity listing most likely. Little Harry Potter t-shirt. Things like the Harry Potter t-shirt are only going to sell for like $12 to $15, but you know, it all kind of adds up together. We have a Disney Store zip up hoodie with the Nick Fox, sure, from Zootopia. No idea what this one was, but it's older, so I threw it in. Little vintage handmade skirt with like monkeys and animals all over it. I just thought that was super cute. This is a made in Ireland Kilkenny, like a kilt, like a tartan kilt skirt. And a vintage Nike Colorado sweatshirt. All right, real quick, I'm going to spin you around and I'm going to show you all of the plush toys that I picked up. So this is what we're dealing with here when it comes to the plush toys. I'm not going to get them all out because that's going to be crazy, but I can tell you right now, there is absolutely tons of these Neopets, like endless amounts of Neopets. So what I'm probably going to do with those is just do a massive lot and just try and sort of sell them all together rather than piecing through them, because that will literally take forever to do. And we have a bunch of the Neopets from I guess from McDonald's back in the day, so again that will be a separate lot as well. All right, we have a big sort of fluffy Eeyore, but I grabbed it because it still had the Disney Parks tags on it. Giant Neopet that I think does something because it's got something inside of here, maybe talks or whatever. Loads and loads of Figment plush. This guy still has his tags on as well. He does need a little bit cleaning on his belly, but overall he's fine. This guy I'm expecting to do quite well. I can't remember what he's called now, but I've sold other pieces of him, like small ones. Invader Zim, that's what it is. And they sold really, really well. Apparently he's really quite rare. I got 2 of the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. I was missing one of, there we go, I got him. I think Gus is missing. Such a shame, but that's fine. Still, they will probably sell okay just as they are. They do seem to be older. Whatever this thing is, no idea. Definitely gonna have to do some research, do a little bit of cleanup right there. A Build-A-Bear, still new with the tags, but it's like this grumpy bear, whatever he is. Okay, I had to pause the video here to show you this comp. I had no idea until I was actually editing this video that this item was worth so much money. The last one sold for $285 plus shipping. Apparently this grumpy bear from Build-A-Bear is really hard to find in the 18-inch size, and mine is new with tags. So an absolute score. There's all my money back and everything else is profits. What did I tell you about these collectibles? Always worth a second look. I do have the set of 3 of these guys, although his head has not gone back in the way it's supposed to, so I get to play with that. Unfortunately, what is it? Lock, Shock and Barrel from Nightmare Before Christmas. The other one is floating around in here somewhere. More Figment, whatever this thing is. Thank goodness for reverse image search. We have a Build-A-Bear Pokemon here. Another Build-A-Bear that is Care Bears. Another one of these guys. Another Figment, he's definitely an older one. This purse, which I've never in my life seen anything quite as awesome as this. Like, what is happening? But yes, I absolutely snagged this, and someone out there will love this. This is a hand puppet of like a raven. I don't know anything about this. What is it? It is Folkman's Puppets. I don't know. I just thought that was really cool. And again, Halloween is a coming. Got several Boyd's Bears, new with the tag, just like Christmas ones. Again, I'm not really expecting them to do phenomenally. There's another one of those. But when you're making a big pile, you might as well throw them in and then just kind of figure it out on the other side sometimes. And they got all their outfits and stuff going on. Stitch backpack. Little vintage Dale. There's another Boyd's Bear, another Neopet, another Figment, another Boyd's Bear. Lots and lots, like a little tiny Moomin, and then we got whoever this guy is. I'll have to figure that out. Oh, another Invader Zim guy. Lots and lots of bits and pieces. Whew. All right, and that is everything. That is everything I picked up for $200. I am pretty confident that I can sell maybe 3 or 4 items and make all of that money back, and then everything else will be pure profit. Now, I am intending to do a lot of lots this time, especially when it comes to like all the plush toys and stuff, just to kind of reduce my workload. I did go piece by piece the last few times, and I'm not sure I can handle that right now. So we are going to try and be as efficient as possible, but as always, it was such a pleasure to buy from her. It is such a pleasure to learn about all these cool things. I always come away with like new movies or TV shows that I'm checking out because I'm like, what the heck is this? And then, you know, new interest unlocked. As always, thank you so much for coming along with me to the yard sale. Again, I'll link it down below if you didn't catch it, where it's me picking in real time as I'm digging through all of their yard sale leftovers. And thank you for hanging out today for the haul as well. Let me know down below what you think the best thing is that I found today, and is there anything that you would have left behind? As always, don't forget to give the video a quick thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to come along with me to more yard sales, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!